up by the university, announcing that the process for filling up the post of registrar and control of examinations is underway. The students, however, maintain that the authorities took up measures only after the students had launched their agitation and that the university could have solved the issues way earlier. Meanwhile, the students are firm on their demands that until they get the appointments, they will continue with the agitation. All right, to know more, I'm being joined live with my colleague Lucky Boy Singh from Imphal. So, Lucky, are the students still protesting at this point in time? How was the scenario there?
Yes, Priya, the students of the 6th semester undergraduate of the DM University have been protesting, and yes, after burning some office stuff in front of the administrative block of the university, students of the 6th semester are having a joint meeting, and their plan is to meet the Chief Minister as well as the Governor of Manipur, the Chancellor of the university. Priya.
Lucky, the students, they also said that they will continue with the protest if their demands are not met. So, what are the authorities concerned saying? They're demanding for a Vice Chancellor and a registrar. So, what are the concerned authorities saying regarding this?
Yes, Priya, concerned authority have released a press release to notifying to the students that the recruitment that have been conducted for the Vice Chancellor, Exam Controller and many more administrator of the university on 2021 will be declared soon. But still, student body, that is the DM, the Dhanamanjuri University Student Union, is demanding the appointment letter, and for those administrator who will be in the office regularly at the university. And yes, until and unless they got the appointment letter, the protest will still continue. And yes, on the other side, the 6th semester students of undergraduate is also requesting the concern to distribute the certificate with the appointment of VC, registrar and exam controller. And still there is a tense in the university. Students have been boycotting all the classes, where 10,000 students have been missing their classes, and even the student body have also claimed that their hunger strike will be continue until and unless government hear their voice. Priya.
But Lucky, how are the absence of the registrar and the Vice Chancellor affecting the students? Are exams not held on time? Are they not getting their certificates? What are their main concerns? Please explain.
Yes, Priya, students of the university have been complaining that exam were not conducted in time, as the students in Manipur University have completed the 5th semester as well as the 6th semester, but still the students of the DM University haven't notified for the examination, as well as on past semester, that is previous 5th semester student, even they didn't got their mark sheet, the certificate to apply for the 6th semester, as well as and previous students who have already appeared exam for the 6th semester have also not got their mark sheet, their certificate. So they are unable to apply further education at a higher institute, as well as they are unable to apply jobs to other institutes, and this is the present concern. And yes, examination for the 3rd and 4th semester is still pending, where the students in the Manipur University and other university have already completed. Priya.
So right now they are having a meeting. A meeting is on. A joint meeting is on, isn't it? So now, what will be their next course of action?
Yes, as they spoke to us, they've been planning to conduct agitation more stronger than the past few days by meeting with all the CSO leaders as well as the women folks in and around the area of the university. Priya.
All right, Lucky Boy Singh, thank you so much for all those details. All right, so on your screens are the Northeast Live exclusive visuals. So right now a meeting is going on at this point in time, but the ongoing agitation in the Dhanamanjari University. So these are the Northeast Live exclusive visuals coming in from the Dhanamanjari University.
Down, down! Down, down! महिलाकी पछि छात्रकी पछि बीसी रेजिस्टर down, down! Down, down! We want justice! We want justice! We want justice! We want justice! महिलाकी पछि महिलाकी पछि महिलाकी पछि
Alright, so these are Northeast Live exclusive visuals coming in from the Dhanamanjari University in Manipur. So the students today, they protested, resorting to firing, burning university property in front of the administrative building. So what are their main concerns? Their main concerns is that they are not getting their certificates on time, their exams are not being held on time. So they are demanding the appointment, the immediate appointment of a vice chancellor and a registrar in the university. So 7 days into their hunger strike, students of the Dhanamanjari University, they are adamant this time that their demands for full-time appointments of the Vice Chancellor, not part-time, but full-time appointment of a Vice Chancellor and a registrar is needed at this point in time. And earlier yesterday, authorities of the university had appealed to the agitating students to call off their strike and support the efforts being taken up by the university, announcing that the process for filling up the post of registrar and controller of examination is underway. It will take some time, but the students are adamant they want immediate appointment of the vice chancellor and the registrar. Alright, shifting focus now. A demand by the All Khasi Meghalaya Tourist Taxi Association has triggered concern among tourist taxi drivers from Guwahati operating to and fro to tourist destinations in Meghalaya. In his letter to Meghalaya Tourism Minister Paul Lindor, the All Khasi Meghalaya Tourist Taxi Association had urged for a total restriction on vehicles from other states ferrying people to tourist spots in Meghalaya. The association argued that this was depriving the local cabbies in Shillong and hence was a cause for concern. And we have a reaction, exclusive reaction coming in from Meghalaya Tourism Minister Paul Lindor on the issue.
Given them a very patient listening, and we are meeting internally as a department along with line departments like Home Police on the 18th to assess the situation and go into the details of their grievances. Everything will be reviewed on the 18th. We will take into consideration the various pros and cons of the subject matter, and on the 18th itself I will again brief you.
Alright, for more on this, we are being joined live by my colleague Arindam Das from Guwahati, and we will also try and connect to Prabhasha Bhattacharjee in a short while from now. But first of all, coming to you, Arindam, well, what are the tourist taxi associations in Guwahati saying on the issue? Are the cabbies facing any opposition or problem in booking passengers for tourist spots in Meghalaya, mainly in East Khasi Hills district? Arindam.
That's right, Priya. This is not the time that such a demand has been put forward by the All Khasi Meghalaya Tourist Taxi Association before the government of Meghalaya that there should be restriction on tourist taxis plying from other states in Meghalaya, particularly in East Khasi Hills and West Khasi Hills area. And this is the peak of the tourism season, when travel operators from Guwahati or the tourist taxi associations, they book, give vehicles to various tourists coming not only from Assam but all over the country, who first come to Guwahati and then go to Shillong and other tourist destinations in East Khasi Hills and West Khasi Hills. So the main point that the All Khasi Meghalaya Tourist Taxi Association has put forward before the Meghalaya government is that the tourist taxis from Guwahati or other states of the northeast can do a pick up and dropping of the tourist to Shillong, and then they can bring back the tourists from Shillong to Guwahati or other respective destinations. But they will not be allowed, or they should not be allowed to go to the various tourist destinations like Cherrapunji or the various falls which are there in East Khasi Hills and West Khasi Hills. So this has indeed become a major concern for the Tourist Taxi Association of Guwahati, particularly Guwahati and other parts of the northeast also, because as I have mentioned, this is the peak of tourist season, and whenever a tourist comes and books a cab to go to the tourist destination of Meghalaya, they book it on a circuit. Say that they first take them to Shillong, where they get accommodated in hotel, and after that for 2-3 days it's a package tour when they are taken to various tourist destinations. So that would come to a halt if the Meghalaya government concedes to the demand of the All Khasi Meghalaya Tourist Taxi Association. And that's why it has become a major concern for the tourist taxi operators here in Guwahati and other parts of the northeast. So what we have come to know that tomorrow there is going to be a crucial meeting. Of course, it's going to be an indoor meeting of the Greater Guwahati Welfare Association that includes all the tourist taxi operators from Guwahati and other parts of Assam. They are holding a meeting with All India Motor Transport Association, and they are going to place forward their concern regarding this recent development which has come in from Shillong, when the All Khasi Meghalaya Tourist Taxi Association has put forward the demand before the Meghalaya government that there should be a total restriction of allowing tourist taxis from Guwahati and other parts of the northeast to go to or take the tourists to the various tourist destinations. So it's right now being discussed amongst the tourist taxi associations of Guwahati and other parts of Assam. So we have to wait for tomorrow what would be the outcome of that meeting of the Greater Guwahati Welfare Association with the All India Motor Transport Association, and after that they will definitely they are definitely going to probably seek assistance or help from Assam government so that such ban doesn't come into place, which might be a matter of concern and will put at stake the livelihood of hundreds of taxi drivers who take tourists from Guwahati and other parts of Assam to Shillong and other tourist destinations.
All right, Arindam Das, thank you so much for all those details.
Entertainment's Private Limited presents Northeast Diva 2024. This time, create your legacy. Be the next Northeast Diva. Apply online at www.northeastdiva.com or visit us at News Live Building, Mahapurush Sri Srimanta Shankar Dev Park, Christian Basti, Guwahati 5. For more information, contact 7099014482.
গন্ডগোল ভাই গন্ডগোল গন্ডগোল ভাই গন্ডগোল মছলাৰ গণ্ডগোল
মছলাত আজিকালি এনে বহু বস্তু মিহলাই সেয়ে মই ব্যৱহাৰ কৰো স্বাস্থ্য উপযোগী পতঞ্জলি মছলা
সুস্বাস্থ্যৰে ভৰা
News to keep you ahead. Evening Prime, every day at 7 p.m. Don't like the inverted image?
And now on to the big story from Tripura. An uneasy calm prevails at Gandatwisa in the state's Dhalai district after the recent arson and unrest. Well, BJP leaders visiting Gandatwisa 4 days after the death of a local youth faced public wrath as enraged locals forced the delegation to cut short its visit and seek refuge in the local SDM office for safety. The BJP delegation's visit comes 4 days after the death of a local youth who succumbed to injuries from a mob attack. The leaders were at the spot to assess the situation and meet the victims, whose homes, shops, belongings, domestic animals and vehicles were looted and gutted during the violence in the aftermath of the youth's demise. Well, the team led by Minister Tinku Roy along with former MP Rebati Tripura, BJP State Vice President Subal Bhomik and MLA Rampada Jamatia faced a hostile reception from residents affected by the recent violence. To manage the situation, a large number of security forces was deployed to prevent any harm to the visiting team. Later speaking to the reporters, Minister Tinku Roy described the incident as an outburst of helpless citizens rather than a protest. He acknowledged the dire situation of the residents who had been forced to live on the streets for the past 3 days. And meanwhile, Roy conveyed that the Chief Minister had dispatched the team to understand the plight of those displaced by the violence.
যে সবাই যেন নিজেদেরকে ধৈর্য না হারিয়ে ফেলে, সবাই একটু সহনশীল হয় এবং আমরা পাহাড়ি বাঙালিরা দীর্ঘদিন ধরে যে গন্ডাছড়ার একটা সুনাম, গন্ডাছড়া শুধু গন্ডাছড়া নয়, গন্ডাছড়া ত্রিপুরার একটা ঐতিহ্য। এখানে এই ডম্বুল লেককে কেন্দ্র করে ত্রিপুরা সরকারের বিশাল বড় একটা লক্ষ্য যে এখানে টুরিস্টরা আসুক। এটা যদি আমরা যেভাবে অপপ্রচারও হচ্ছে কিছুটা, যেটা ঘটেছে সেটা তো ঘটেছে, এছাড়াও যেভাবে কিছু পলিটিক্যাল ভাবে সেটাকে রাজনৈতিক রং দেওয়া হচ্ছে, এতে করে আমাদেরই লোকসান হবে। আমাদের এখানে মানুষ যেভাবে আসছিল, শুরু হয়েছে এখানে ট্যুরিজমের, সেটারও ব্যাঘাত ঘটবে। আমরা একটাই আপিল করবো গন্ডাছড়া মানুষের কাছে, আমরা সবাই যেন সংযত হই, আমরা পুনরায় আবার নতুন করে যেন আমরা শুরু করতে পারি। আমাদের যারা দোকান বা পাট যারা নষ্ট হয়েছে সেগুলো আমাদের সরকারের সাহায্য নিয়ে সেগুলো যেন আমরা খুলতে পারি, এবং যারা যারা আতঙ্কিত রয়েছে তারা যেন আতঙ্ক থেকে বেরিয়ে আসে। এখানে প্রশাসনের উচ্চতর আধিকারিকরা, আপনারা জানেন আইজি একজন এখানে 3 দিন ধরে রয়েছেন, নিজে এখানে থাকছেন, আমাদের এসপি এখানে থাকছেন, জেলা শাসক, এডিএম সবাই এখানে আছেন, সবাই ওনাদের সঙ্গে আছেন, এখানকার এমডিসি, এখানকার বিধায়িকা সবাই রয়েছে। আমরা চাই তারা যেন আবার একটা সুন্দর পরিবেশে তারা বসবাস শুরু করতে পারে।
So an uneasy calm prevails at Gandatwisa in the state's Dhalai district after the recent arson and unrest. Well, BJP leaders visiting Gandatwisa 4 days after the death of a local youth faced public wrath as enraged locals forced the delegation to cut short its visit and seek refuge in the local SDM office for safety. All right, now to know more on this, I'm being joined over phone with our colleague Pinaki Das. So, Pinaki, yesterday the Dhalai DM and SP faced an almost similar situation when they went to visit a relief camp set up in the school. So, clearly, people are not happy with the district administration and the government's handling of things in Gandatwisa. Pinaki.
This section of people at Gandatwisa, they had faced similar situation earlier also, because Gandatwisa is a place where was once the hub of the insurgency, and these people, they were displaced and they were resettled at Gandatwisa and the periphery of the town and the market, and they had faced
the looting, the gutting. They had lost everything what they could manage in last 1 decade time, when insurgency had gradually gone down, and Gandatwisa was one of the last part in Tripura where insurgency to some extent had decreased and almost now is normal. But after that, facing this issue 4 days back or 3 nights span earlier, they had again gone to ground. They had become again zero because houses were gutted, things were looted, and they are now without anything. They are living in the open sky. The government have arranged a school, but that is only a temporary thing, and they have their children, their domestic animals have been burned down. So this is the anger. It is not about the arrangement, but they are also raising that one issue that they were refugee and some more people were added in that area, which led to the issue that night when they were looted. New section of population have been resettled there. That is one of the prime issue they have raised today. Many marriages were there, at least 7-8 marriages were there, and they had to stop all those things, and they have again become homeless. So, and children are there, and life in a refugee camp or a school, whatever is, you can understand the anger among them. And moreover, they allege that the things could have been avoided, but police was just silent spectator, or the security forces were silent spectator. In front of them, everything happened, and the victims could see hiding in the nearby forest what was going on. That is the wrath or the anger among the people. And after the DM, SP, now when today the minister led his team, they had to face it. Though the minister had assured that very soon they are trying to compensate at least 25% of the loss, as assessment to some extent is completed.
Right, Pinaki Das, thank you so much for all those details.